Potter's Choice $8, Asalingi $8.90, Casbabe at 10 off, the Twig 11, and In the Habit Jester Crew $5.10 for 12. Set Moonee Valley, Greg Miles, hello.
G'day, Hilton, ready to go here. Long Shadow, the easing favourite over Tarbob. Taku Tiki has been heavily backed at longer odds. He jumped well from the outside, and the rider grabbed a hold of Taku Tiki to speed across the heels over to the rail. First out is Long Shadow, and going up now, Proud Pack on the outside with Italian Affair holding the rail. At the post the first time, Italian Affair the leader. On the outside, Proud Pack. Long Shadow dropped in a length and a half away third. Marlborough the outside. Tarbob on the fence, followed by Creme de Celery and Taku Tiki last to the 1600 metres, and Italian Affair is the leader, a length and a half in front. Proud Pack is second, but now passed by Marlborough. Couple of lengths away then the grey Long Shadow, 1 to Tarbob, 1.5 to Creme de Celery, and Taku Tiki on the inside as last of the 7. 1400 metres to go. Along the side of the course, Italian Affair the leader, about a neck in front. Running second is Marlborough. Proud Pack on the rails now third, and Long Shadow is on the outside in fourth from Tarbob, and then Creme de Celery and Taku Tiki on the inside last of all, about 8 from the leader. Into the back below the 1200 metres, and Italian Affair 3/4 in front. Marlborough second, 2 lengths to Proud Pack, 3/4 to Long Shadow, 2 lengths to Tarbob, a neck away Creme de Celery, and 1.5 to Taku Tiki. 1,000 to go. Italian Affair 3/4 of a length clear. Marlborough is second, 2 lengths to Proud Pack. Long Shadow on the outside is fourth. Tarbob about to go when they go to the 800 turn. He pulled it out 3 wide, pushing Creme de Celery deep, dropped out last, and Taku Tiki got up on the inside to second last. They're speeding up inside the 800. Italian Affair and Neck Marlborough, 2 Long Shadow and Proud Pack under pressure the inside. Tarbob starting his run, and a gap of 3 lengths further back in the field. Creme de Celery, Taku Tiki at the school. Italian Affair just the leader from Marlborough. Long Shadow looming up, and then 2 lengths back as Tarbob from Proud Pack, Creme de Celery, and Taku Tiki is last. And to sprint home here as they came to the turn. 4 live chances. On the inside is Italian Affair. Marlborough 3 out as Long Shadow. Tarbob responding to hard riding 4 wide. Italian Affair kicking on the inside, just the leader. Marlborough gone. Long Shadow, Tarbob with their runs. Italian Affair in front, halfway down the straight. Tarbob, Long Shadow coming at it. Tarbob takes the lead with Long Shadow in the middle. It's Tarbob, Long Shadow kicking on the inside. Tarbob in front and 1. Tarbob ahead, Long Shadow. Italian Affair third. A gap just behind these. Marlborough, Creme de Celery, Taku Tiki, and Proud Pack last. Small field, but it was a very eventful affair, and Tarbob, ridden by Damien Oliver, has taken it out. Number 1. She's been a real winner, this horse. $3.40 and $1.70. Second, number 6, Long Shadow.
Handily drawn. Cyber Vane, the Victorian, stood up well. Lawyer well behaved. Cyber Vane just against the back of the gate. And there's an attendant moving in to help. They settle better this time, and they're racing with Ocean Run slow to go with Room for a Slew. Other than that, it was a good line out. Huge Jet and Medicine were the first 2 to ping out, with King Win going very quickly up towards the lead. Not far away is O'Kenny and Cyber Vane 5th on the inside as they settle into stride. Helmer's racing 6th the outside, then Isla Tan on the inside. Then came Franklin Rivers. Room for a Slew as well back with Overtime. They were followed by Lawyer, and Ocean Run after bungling the start last of all. King Win at the 850 sped to the front. Led by nearly 2 lengths now. On moving up on the fence is Huge Jet, now passed by Medicine. A length away in the field, running to 4th is O'Kenny. They were followed by Cyber Vane, Helm, Room for a Slew. Isla Tan back on the inside of Franklin Rivers from Overtime. Well back is Lawyer, and Ocean Run at the tail of the field. 500 metres to go. The leader is King Win before the bend. Moving up on the outside, Medicine. Huge Jet 2 lengths away third. Helm's coming to the outside. In front of him is O'Kenny, and further back to Room for a Slew in the straight. And King Win at the 350, the front runner. O'Kenny, the outside, is running home strongly, and also in the centre is Medicine. Then came Hellman. Huge Jet under pressure. King Win at the 200 in front. Coming at him is Medicine, the outside, and now Helm starting to hit top gear. Helm on the outside is after King Win. King Win still in front of Helm, and Medicine the centre. Medicine and Helm come at King Win. They won't pick up King Win. He's fought on too strongly. I feel he might have just won from Helm or Medicine. Rattling home at the finish was Lawyer. They were followed by Huge Jet. Franklin Rivers a good run from Ocean Run, then O'Kenny, Cyber Vane, Isla Tan, and the last couple home would have been Overtime and also Room for a Slew.
And away they go. Not a bad dispatch either. Alcatel came out okay from Held to Follow, easing back to last Currency Trees. Going to third, the Fancied Runner Often. Fourth now on the outside, Safe Cracker. Currency Trees back to the last position. Now 1600 out, and Alcatel on top by a length and a quarter. Not a lot of pace on. Second placing, Held to Follow. Often moves up on the inside of Safe Cracker. They're about equal third. And back at the tail of the field, a couple of lengths away almost to Currency Trees with his mouth wide open. 1400 out, and Alcatel shows the way. About a length and a quarter now to Held to Follow, who's right on his hammer. About 2.5 further back, then came on the inside Often. Then over on the outside within a head we have Safe Cracker, and 1.5 away last of all. As they go to the 1200 is Currency Trees. In that order, they move towards the turn near the 1,000-metre mark, and the leader is still Alcatel. 3/4 in front of Held to Follow. 2 lengths further back, third was Often. A length away Safe Cracker, and a half the inside Currency Trees. At the 1,000-metre turn to bring them down the side, and Alcatel by about a head now to in second placing on the outside, Held to Follow. Still 2 lengths away third on the inside, but not let yet go at the present time is Often. Held together from over on the outside, Safe Cracker, as they go to the 800, and Currency Tree still last. Down the side they race, and it's Alcatel, a long neck in advance of Held to Follow. Often and Safe Cracker have joined in with those behind them, and Currency Trees gets up on the inside of the pair as they quicken the tempo at the 600-metre mark. It's Alcatel by about a length. In second placing, Held to Follow, and Often has now popped her question coming to the outside. Currency Trees, the bolter, moves up along the inside, and Safe Cracker is back to last. In this sprint for home now with 400 or so to travel, Alcatel still about a length in front of Held to Follow. The favourites under the whiff, Often, followed by Currency Trees, and they were followed by Safe Cracker, but it's still Alcatel, the leader from Held to Follow. Often's not going to pick them up. She's putting in a very ordinary run at the present time. Alcatel about to be joined by Held to Follow. Alcatel fights back on the inside. Held to Follow won't go on, and it's Alcatel all the way. Alcatel a half length. Second placing was Held to Follow. Third was Often, a very ordinary third under the circumstances, with Safe Cracker outside, and on the inside Currency Trees. Number 3, the winner, Alcatel, and the 2 Fancied Runners only capable of filling the minor placings. Number 3, Alcatel, is a 3-year-old of Bay Gilding by Greenland.
Now the field looks ready. Starter on the platform. First of the big race is about to go. Iron Shoe down on the inside. Danelaw out a bit wider. Off they go. Piccadilly Circus bounded out quickly. Iron Shoe hunts through on the inside to lead her early, and Compulsion settles down third. They're followed by Contemplate, Satirical Miss, and Danelaw dropped out last of all. Iron Shoe at the 800 led 2 lengths. Piccadilly Circus, Compulsion a neck away the inside. 1 to Contemplate, Satirical Miss, at a length and a half to Danelaw. Running quickly through the gap at the 600. Iron Shoe 2.5. Piccadilly Circus ahead. Compulsion a length to Contemplate outside. Satirical Miss. Danelaw coming 3 wide now when they go to the course proper. 450 out. Iron Shoe a length. Piccadilly Circus. Danelaw coming around the outside. Compulsion on the rails, held up a little, and then Satirical Miss when they corner, and Iron Shoe tackled by Piccadilly Circus. Danelaw wider out. Compulsion needs a run, and then Satirical Miss. Iron Shoe the leader from Piccadilly Circus. A run on the rail for Compulsion, and Danelaw the outside. Piccadilly Circus takes the lead. Danelaw mowing her down. Danelaw getting to Piccadilly Circus now. Danelaw put her nose in front, and Danelaw wanted a neck to Piccadilly Circus. Iron Shoe just held third. Compulsion on the inside. Satirical Miss ran a handy race out wider, and Contemplate was last of all. Well, the class telling its tale there. Danelaw coming from last down the outside to win. The Blue Diamond winner, the Group 1 winner of the field, has been too strong. Piccadilly Circus second, number 2. And a photo for third, 1, 2, and number 4 has held third, Iron Shoe. 1, 2, and 4 official. Danelaw the winner to pay $4.10 and $1.90. Greg Hall retaining the ride on her after winning the Blue Diamond on her back in February. Piccadilly Circus riding the pace. Danelaw coming from last, and she's won, drawing away by about half a length on the line. Iron Shoe holding on to third. Compulsion held up at just the wrong moment of the race at the home turn and wasn't able to sprint home at the end of it. And Satirical Miss running a great race. She's finished actually 4th in the race ahead of Compulsion. They've run 60.5 seconds, 60.5, with Danelaw beating Piccadilly Circus and Iron Shoe. And obviously all 3 of the Freedman fillies will be better for their outings. But Danelaw, I thought going into the race, might have the more scope for improvement now that she's won. In fact, by 3/4 of a length officially, she might be just set for an absolute bumper spring carnival. So 1, 2 and 4 in the first of the features. We'll be back with the Australia versus Ireland steeplechase. They all start in that race that's due to go at 1:18.
All right, the first feature of the day over, and the William
Glovari on the inside, the leader at the 800 metres mark, but the rider doesn't want to be there. He has both feet on the dashboard, and Glovari leads by only a neck to Warrior King. Moon Piper a length and a half away third, a length and a half to Late Whisper on the inside of Piano Girl. Now Arena's 3 deep and beginning to stride forward, a length to Winstead, followed by Public Profile, Shah Jules, and Taylor is last at the top of the straight. 400 to run. Glovari the leader, only a neck to Warrior King. Arena strides up to join them. Public Profile went back to the inside, then Late Whisper and Winstead joining in right down the outside. Arena's under pressure, and Winstead headed him at the 200 metres mark. It's Winstead, a neck in front of Arena, fighting back. They're clear of Late Whisper. Now Arena with class regains the lead from Winstead, 3/4 in front, wants to run around. Arena in front of Winstead and Late Whisper. That's the way they finish. Arena first, Winstead second, Late Whisper third. Then came Moon Piper, Warrior King and Shah Jules, Piano Girl, Public Profile.
Form, and they're about to jump. Global the favourite. He's one of the 2 greys, Elusive Spy being the other. Tri-Cove first up today. They're racing. Elusive Spy very slow to get going. Full of Spirit, Rebel Rock, and also Soul 54 with the white and blue colours going quickly the centre. 2 lengths away is Rocara. Global was only fairly out, and he's 3 and 4 wide, rushing forward to 4th position. Elusive Spy second last, and Tri-Cove dropped out to the tail of the field at the 750. Going to the front now is Rebel Rock, the top weight, sped clear by nearly 2 lengths. Soul 54 and Full of Spirit. Global is a half back the outside, moving up stylishly, 2 lengths Rocara. Elusive Spy well back, and Tri-Cove last of all, 6 lengths away from Rebel Rock. On the bend, 450 to go, and Rebel Rock turns about a length in front of Soul 54 and a length and a half to Global. He's coming to the outside and issuing the big challenge. Then 2 lengths to Full of Spirit and Elusive Spy on the outside. Soul 54, Global quickly go to Rebel Rock at the 200. Rebel Rock is headed off by Global and Soul 54. Global the outside, York riding hard with the whip in the left hand. Soul 54 kicking. Soul 54 and Global. Global, Soul 54, they hit the line, and Soul 54's kicked the win. Soul 54's just beaten Global. 3 lengths away third, Tri-Cove from Rebel Rock, then Rocara, Elusive Spy and Full of Spirit, the early leader last. He's fought back strongly, Soul 54, 4.20 and $2.40 over Global.
Of handicap, and Ministerial King has got to the front very quickly after the jump from Glencurra out wide, another who likes to race up on the natural speed. With them out wide, a Spirit Level in close contact today. Back on the inside, getting a lovely run early was Enemy Lines. From Wondermere, restrained off of heels, and on its outside, Udlow Mill. Wondermere's racing fiercely and will not settle. Getting up on its inside, Delbra. Imitate was caught deep outside of them. Going up in the centre, Appetising, who's also racing a bit roughly. Back on the inside, My Mentor's coasting along within himself, and Time to Try is back at the tail of the field. Onto the side they race, heading to the far side of the course with 1,600 metres to go. And here the leader on the inside, Ministerial King. Spirit Level up much closer and forward today, and around them Udlow Mill, after being wide, goes on with it to be a new leader. Back to 4th, Glencurra. 5th now is Enemy Lines away from the rail. Delbra the inside of it. Further back to Wondermere, followed by My Mentor at the 1,400. Appetising third last. Second last, Time to Try and Imitate outside of that horse is last of all. Forging onto the 1,200 metre mark now, and Udlow Mill revved up and ran away by 2.5. Ministerial King as they go by the 1,200. Enemy Lines improves to 3rd, 4th Spirit Level and 5th Glencurra. Then came Wondermere racing on the outside as the pace slackened in midsection. Over on the inside, Delbra. Appetising went between them. Further back, My Mentor on the inside of Imitate, and 1.5 last of all is Time to Try. He clicks up again on Udlow Mill as they move down the side now and race towards the 850. Second placing, a length and a quarter off, was Ministerial King. Enemy Lines out wider. Over on the inside is Spirit Level, and now Glencurra joins in, so does Appetising, and Wondermere's right there, and they bunch right up now. Delbra back on the inside, My Mentor to the outside from Time to Try, and last of all is Imitate down to the 600, heading for the home turn, and the race is really on in earnest now, where it's Udlow Mill narrowly from Ministerial King. Enemy Lines appears to be going okay. Glencurra under pressure, 4 wide, back behind them Appetising, needing a run, follows Enemy Lines up, now comes around it as they straighten, and here it's Udlow Mill kicking again. A length in front of Enemy Lines, and now Appetising and Spirit Level getting a lovely run through on the inside, but Appetising has just found some form of late. At the 200 metre mark, dashed through, took up the running and kicked away by a length and a half. Enemy Lines has tossed it in. My Mentor is running on down the outside, but it's Appetising. Appetising has really found some form of late and goes on to score by about 4 lengths or so. Second, My Mentor, I think Spirit Level third from Udlow Mill. Then came Dobra. Further back, Enemy Lines looked to have every chance. They were followed by Time to Try. I'm a Take Ministerial King. Further back, Wondermere, a shocker, and Glencurra, one of the last ones in.
Number 2, Appetising, $4.70, $4.90 and $4.55. Scoring from 11, My Mentor.
The field is ready now. 17 fences on their journey. Last of the big jumps races at Moonee Valley for the year, and off they go, and caught them pretty well too. Outback Bronze, Hear My Prayers away well. Balcapine down to the inside with An Illusion is prominent. Gegabar in behind them at the first fence, followed by Rajani at Tom T. Hall, and Learsom is last of all. Heading down towards the post now. Outback Bronze the leader, a little over a length. Hear My Prayers running third. Balcapine the inside, 3 lengths An Illusion, about 2 lengths to Gegabar. Behind it Rajani at Tom T. Hall, and Learsom is last of all when they head out of the straight on the first round, and about to swing down for the Dean Street treble. And Hear My Prayers on the outside, and Outback Bronze nearer the rails. The 2 Irish boys are leading. Balcapine in behind them for Michael Patton of Australia. 3 lengths An Illusion, and then Gegabar when they come to the first of a treble up the side of the course. Rajani a third to last. Tom T. Hall second last. Learsom last of all. Balcapine got right through on the inside as the Irish boys swung wide, and Patton took advantage of that, and he took Balcapine, a natural front runner, to the lead at the bottom turn, out by about 3 to 4 lengths now. Into second, Outback Bronze for Mike Murphy of Ireland, and the rails third is An Illusion for Wayne Smith. 2 lengths further back in the field is Hear My Prayers for Pat Malone, the Irish team. Behind it, Gegabar, the favourite for Shea Barry. A break then of about 4 or 5 lengths to Rajani, Tom T. Hall, and Learsom and Balcapine at the first of the double down the back. Didn't jump it well. At the second of it, put in a nice leap that time, and he leads by about 6 or 7 lengths. An Illusion is second, and 2.5 lengths away third, Outback Bronze. A couple of lengths behind these Hear My Prayers, 1.5 to Gegabar, who steadied well off the pace in the early stages. 3 lengths Rajani at Tom T. Hall, and 2 lengths to Learsom. A double comes up down the side. Balcapine sailed the first of it in front of An Illusion, has a good margin on him. 2 lengths further back in the field is Outback Bronze, and on the outside Hear My Prayers, and 2 to Gegabar as they come along towards the second of the double down the side. Balcapine jumping it well over An Illusion. In third placing Hear My Prayers, near the inside in fourth placing Outback Bronze. A couple to Gegabar, 3 or 4 lengths further back in the field Rajani, and then Tom T. Hall and Learsom is last of the pack. Coming around the turn, they've completed a circuit, and Balcapine, the leader, has to swing out wide because the fence is situated near the outside rail. And Balcapine is the leader. Michael Patton comes towards this one, up in front of the stands, and jumps it beautifully. In second placing, then moving up Outback Bronze on the outside of An Illusion. A break of 3 or 4 lengths to Hear My Prayers.